I saw you on The View.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's been overwhelming my past couple days. So I just went in there, did my thing. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know who Sunny Hostin was. I actually still really don't know. So I wasn't expecting necessarily for her to kind of try to ambush me in that way and attack my character in that way.
Well, it is the show that people love to hate.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
They get so much hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean,
yeah.
it is a rabies infested hen house.
Now you know who has been bragging all over the campaign trail about how he's the one that overturned Roe v. Wade, but apparently his wife has different thoughts on the reproductive rights after posting this video plugging her memoir. Take a look.
She's been, for years, lecturing America about morality, inequality, systemic failures, and look at her track record. How many times has she had to go on in the past 2 months and look at the camera and do a legal apology for all the stuff that she said on the show?
That's true.
They get so much hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean,
yeah.
it is a rabies infested hen house.
If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
Sonny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest.
Individual freedom is a fundamental principle that I safeguard. Without a doubt, there is no room for compromise when it comes to this essential right that all women possess from birth: individual freedom. What does my body, my choice really mean?
Well
Joy,
thought.
I can't sing a lick, but I certainly, and I have not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard no.
From sea to shining sea.
All right. If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
Sonny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a wealth.
What do a country music superstar, a controversial talk show host, and Joe Rogan have in common? A drama so big it's breaking the internet. Sunny Hostin has never been one to shy away from controversy, but this time, things have escalated to a whole new level. We're talking lawsuits, viral roasts, and enough backlash to fill an entire season of The View. Here's the setup. Carrie Underwood, America's country darling, performed at Donald Trump's inauguration. It was a bold move that divided fans, critics, and even her peers. Sunny Hostin didn't hold back, using her platform on The View to throw major shade at Carrie. But things didn't stop there. Carrie clapped back, not with a tweet, but with a lawsuit. And Joe Rogan? He took the roasting torch and ran with it. Before we get into all the juicy details, make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. Trust me, you don't want to miss any of the drama we cover here. Plus, every single sub helps me stay caffeinated enough to keep diving into stories like this one. Now, let's get into it. Background context. Let's rewind to where it all began. Donald Trump's 2017 inauguration. Among the performances that day was a stunning rendition of My Country 'Tis of Thee.
For purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain, America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
By none other than Carrie Underwood. For some, it was a proud and patriotic moment. For others, it was an unexpected move that raised eyebrows. Fast forward to the present, and Sunny Hostin decided to revisit the topic on The View. During a discussion about artists performing for controversial figures, Sunny made her stance crystal clear. She questioned how Carrie could claim to love her country while performing for someone she described as a convicted felon. Her comments didn't just strike a chord, they hit a nerve. Fans and critics immediately took to social media, with some defending Sunny's right to express her opinion, and others accusing her of crossing the line. It's no secret that The View thrives on heated debates, but this time, things spiraled out of control. Carrie Underwood's response. While most celebrities might have fired back with a pointed tweet or a PR statement, Carrie Underwood chose a different path.
Did you just subscribe? Amazing. Let's dive in.
You know the words, help me out here. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain.
She filed a defamation lawsuit against Sunny Hostin and The View. That's right. Carrie took legal action, arguing that Sunny's comments weren't just baseless but also harmful to her reputation. Carrie's legal team made it clear. This wasn't about silencing criticism. It was about holding people accountable for making damaging statements without evidence. The lawsuit sent shockwaves through Hollywood, where public feuds often play out in Twitter threads rather than courtrooms. Fans were quick to rally behind Carrie, praising her bold move. Social media lit up with hashtags like #StandWithCarrie, with users calling her a role model for standing up against media bullying. On the flip side, Sunny found herself under fire, with #CancelSunnyHosting trending as critics demanded accountability.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about, I wanted to play this, but we decided we shouldn't play it. We don't want anybody to have any sort of way to get it down. The episode of you when you're on The View, when you were running for president.
Right. Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add president?
They all loved you.
A lot of people would like him to.
You got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
Please let's find out and please welcome President of the United States to his resume. We're so happy to have you. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy.
Actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you. They were talking about you in such a favorable light. The audience was cheering, and then you actually started...
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just...
Social media explosion. As with any high-profile controversy, the internet became ground zero for heated debates. Supporters of Carrie argued that artists shouldn't be judged for their performances, especially when they're fulfilling a professional obligation. Meanwhile, Sunny's defenders claimed that public figures should be prepared to face scrutiny for their decisions. Twitter, Instagram, and even TikTok were flooded with reactions. Some fans created memes poking fun at the situation, while others shared lengthy threads dissecting every detail of Sunny's comments and Carrie's lawsuit. It was clear that this drama had struck a chord far beyond the world of daytime television. Joe Rogan's roast. Just when the dust seemed to be settling, Joe Rogan entered the chat. On his podcast, Rogan addressed the controversy with his trademark no-holds-barred commentary. Sunny Hostin loves to lecture people, Rogan said. But her arguments are as flimsy as a paper towel. She's out here criticizing someone for singing a song? Make it make sense. But Rogan didn't stop there. He took aim at The View as a whole, calling it a sensationalist circus, and joking, if you average the IQ of the hosts, you're not hitting triple digits.
On television.
Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought.
But she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are. So let's put this in perspective here.
A lot of words, help me out here. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of
of grace. Where we want to cancel people's livelihoods because we don't like their politics. And whether it was the Dixie Chicks for criticizing George Bush, didn't agree with it then, and Carrie Underwood, if you have a problem, you register your complaint by not downloading her songs and not going to her shows. Right. But I also think from a business standpoint, it's not a bad decision for Carrie Underwood. 75 million people voted for Trump. Artists tend to skew left-leaning, so she's overnight going to become an icon of MAGA and the American right. She's probably going to make a lot of money off of it. So
If you know the words, help me out here. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain.
Ouch. Clips of Rogan's roast quickly went viral, garnering millions of views across social media platforms. Fans flooded the comments with praise for Rogan, with one tweet summing up the sentiment, "Finally, someone calls out Sunny Hostin's nonsense. Joe Rogan for the win." Rogan also pointed out an ironic twist. The View once welcomed Donald Trump with open arms. "Remember when they hugged him and called him a friend?" he asked. Fast forward, and now he's their biggest villain. It's laughable. The View's internal struggles. While the drama played out in public, things behind the scenes at The View weren't looking much better. According to insider reports, producers at ABC were growing increasingly frustrated with Sunny's tendency to spark controversy. For years, The View has been a magnet for debates and strong opinions, but some insiders are now questioning whether the constant backlash is worth it. Sunny's critics argue that her comments often overshadow the show's intended purpose, providing a platform for diverse perspectives. Meanwhile, fans of The View pointed out the show's complicated history with Donald Trump. In the past, the hosts had welcomed him with hugs and cheers. Now, he's become their ultimate villain. The shift has left many viewers questioning the show's consistency and credibility. Bigger picture, media accountability. Beyond the drama, Carrie Underwood's lawsuit raises a much larger question. Should talk show hosts like Sunny Hostin be held accountable for their comments? Critics of Sunny argue that public figures have a responsibility to think carefully about their words, especially when discussing someone's character. On the other hand, some believe that backlash is simply part of being in the public eye. Carrie's decision to take legal action sets a precedent. It sends a clear message. You can't just throw around damaging statements without consequences. But it also opens up a broader conversation about the role of media in shaping public opinion. Sunny Hostin is facing backlash, a lawsuit, and Joe Rogan's viral roast. But is this enough to hold media personalities accountable? Or is this just part of the price they pay for being in the spotlight? We want to hear from you. Does Sunny deserve the backlash she's getting, or has this all been blown out of proportion? And what do you think about Carrie's bold move to sue for defamation? Was it the right call? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Every single subscription gets me closer to my next cup of coffee. Because let's be real, caffeine is the only thing keeping me sharp enough to unpack all this drama. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.